Hi, my name is Jane Berryhill, and this is my news consumption log reflection. I feel like most of the news I consumed was unbiased, but that was through the help of my dad. He's, over the years, been really good at finding good news sources. Although he does watch Fox a little too much, in my opinion, I feel like he has a pretty well-rounded news channel, sources. Most of the news that I consumed this semester was mainly informational based, like I wanted to know about the presidential debate or about COVID-19 and any health updates. I feel like I normally research a lot more than I have this semester, but that's due to extra stress from my job and from other homework. So I found most of the storytelling through the news channels pretty interesting, except when it comes to political content. Most of the political information I consumed was either boring or pretty frustrating, to be honest. I definitely would change the news I consume to be way more factual based. I don't need to hear any of the analysis from at least news anchors. I rather consume a lot of research on my own and then make my own opinions, and hearing other people's analysis before I form my own opinion tends to influence my opinion a lot more than I'd like it to. My news consumption habits changed a lot this semester as well as throughout this year. This semester I started out pretty strong with getting news updates. I had a couple of YouTuber channels, and then I would watch regular news channels through YouTube. But about late September, I got a job which took over most of my life as well as full-time school. So it got kind of hard to maintain my news watching habits. So I mostly would watch news with my dad after that. At the beginning of the year, around March, when COVID broke out and everything started closing down, the schools and everything, I was staying with my grandparents, and my grandpa in particular watches a lot of news. So for the first month or two of COVID, I was just religiously watching 5 different news channels a day and consuming my own news, and it was kind of a scary time. So finding the latest COVID updates were extremely important. But after the first 2 months, right around June time, I really feel I just got burnt out by all the news I was consuming. By the time of the election, I was just completely burnt out with content, and it was really a struggle for me to get back into it. Once school goes into winter break, hopefully I can kind of dive back into current events and things like that. Not much about my log or my consumption habits surprised me. I was surprised at how little I consume, because I feel like I keep a pretty big handle on the news I consume. But I guess I realize now that I get a lot of my news from Twitter, which is not the most reliable source, I understand, but I mean, it just keeps me updated without making me read an entire article or watch an entire YouTube segment or things like that. But I am trying to kind of get back into more research heavy news consumption. Well, that was my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.